How's it going, everyone? In today's video we're going to be doing some painting, or making a start anyway. So I've already started on the tank. You can see I've sanded it down. I'm not going to be able to do anything with this yet because we've got some dents. If you can see, I've got one there, and there's one on top somewhere, just there. See that? So I've sanded them down and I'm going to have to fill them. I have tried getting them out. That top one is really shallow, so I was trying to do it with this, you know, just pulling it out, but weren't having none of it. Tried for about an hour. So I'm just going to fill them, same as I did on the Yamaha. Yeah, I think we'll call that job done. So that's as far as I can go with that for now. It's all sanded down, keyed, ready for primer. So I'm just making a start on this section now. Beginning the sanding on the metal here, I've got to obviously key up all of this paint. I think this thing is a sticker, so this is going to have to come off. I'll try to get a bit of heat on that first, maybe see if we can peel that off. And yeah, should be able to get this piece at least primed today, which will be a step in the right direction. So yeah, let's get busy. Yeah, I'm going to try and heat this up first. See if we can get it off that way. That'll make my life a lot easier if I can. Right. See if we can get an end on this. Oh, maybe. Yes. Oh, it's leaving the bloody sticky behind. That's not good. I'll show you a little technique for getting that off though. I may actually end up buying another Kawasaki sticker and putting one back here afterwards. I don't know yet. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put stickers on it or not. Maybe I'll just keep it clean, minimal. Oh, come on, last corner. Do you remember what I was saying about how I can transform the workbench, or how I can transform the lift into a workbench? So this is why. Gives me an extra surface to work with. There we go. Okay, so that's that then. So the way to get this stuff off, it's like sticky horribleness, is good old-fashioned WD-40. Just going to let that sit on there for a minute. So this should hopefully come off now. Yep. I'm going to be sanding this anyway, so that's why I don't mind using a razor. I'm going to try some, got some steel wool, that should pick it up. Nearly. I hate this stuff. Sticker backing, it's just the worst. Especially trying to get signs off vans. So we're going to pause this for a minute because we've got deliveries. And obviously me being me, I can't ignore that fact. Oh, this is the clock, or the single dial that's going to be going on this bike. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, now that is nice. That is very nice. Let's just put this back on so I don't lose it. So part of the cleaning up and minimising of the front end, obviously I ripped all of the standard clocks off because, well, they're horrendous. And we're just going to have this single clock, if you can see that. Look at that, how clean is that? It's just a speedo, and you got like neutral light, full beam indicators, and a petrol light at the side. That's nice. And that was less than 20 quid. Good purchase. Next, what else we got? Oh, hang on. Is this what I think it is? Haha! So we can do the tank today. Filler. Mega. Probably going to need that. Don't know. And I'm assuming this is paint. It sounds like paint. But what paint? That's the question. Ah. There we go. Gloss black. Engine enamel. So that's what we're going to be doing the engine with. And to be fair, after a bit of research, a lot of people are saying doing the frame with engine enamel is a good idea. As long as it's not reactive to UV, which it's not. I might actually use these 2 cans to do the frame and order another 2 for the engine, because that's obviously going to be right at the end. So that's most of the paint turned up. I've also ordered 6 more cans of gloss black. I think I ordered some more primer as well. We've also got petrol resistant lacquer to do it all with, and to do the tank on the Yamaha. So yeah, we are well underway. Now, the next thing I want to show you, which came yesterday, this is going to blow your mind. So this is the standard battery for this bike. Get that out of the way so you can see. Yeah, I mean obviously I can't tell you how heavy that is, but it's pretty heavy. Let's say the weight on it. Yeah, it's not light, put it that way. Now this is ridiculous. That is the lithium one, and I can't, you know, there's not really any way to show you the difference in weight, but that weighs nothing. It's got a little test thing on the top there, I don't actually know if it's going to be powerful enough to start the bike, but I think it will. This thing's a bit overkill for this little engine. It's only 300, but we shall see. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Technology, eh? Also, this time, rather than messing around with resistors, I got myself a little flasher relay. Don't know if it's the right thing, but we'll see. Right, I'm going to make a start doing this filler because this is going to need time to go off. This video is all over the place, I know, but welcome to me. So I've marked out on the tank, we've got 3 major dents to fill. Well, not major, but the main ones, and then just a couple of bits of scabbiness around the edges. I need something to mix that on. Piece of sandpaper. So just going to mix up small amounts of this, because obviously we don't want to waste it. It does go off pretty quickly. Probably use that off the top actually. Alright, so that's our base. So you get some of that, and then you get a pea-sized blob of the hardener. About that. And that should be enough. Give that a mix up. I've got to work pretty quickly here, so the camera is going to be where it is. Because this gets unworkable very fast. So I'm going to go straight in for the top dent first. So I've just marked it out with pencil. It's not really that big to be fair, but so you want to do it proud. And then sand it down at the end. Again, bear in mind, you know, I know what I know. I'm no professional at this by any stretch. It's just trial and error, really. The first time I used this stuff was on the Yamaha tank. The other ones are just down the side here. I'll probably need more, to be honest. But that might have too many bubbles in it. Don't know. Clean off the tool quickly so it doesn't stick. Yeah, I may have to sand that a bit and then do it again. I don't know. We'll see. See how it turns out. Right, so now that's done, we can carry on with what we were doing. Fantastic stuff though. That's the one. Isopon multi-purpose filler. It says it should be dry in about 20 minutes. So it looks like we are going to be able to get everything primed and ready today. I just spent a bit of time getting the rest of that sticky stuff off. Now I'm going to hit the whole thing first with some 120 sandpaper. Scuff right through the lacquer. And get rid of any scratches that I made. So one of the most common questions that I get asked on the other channel is, what did I do before? Like, I think people assume that, you know, I've got all of these skills, like I've worked in trades or whatever. But it's not. In reality, I've just dipped my finger in so many different areas. You just sort of pick up things as you go. I mean, that doesn't mean to say I'm a master of any of them. I'm definitely not. But I can get by. You know, I don't approach a job and think, oh, I can't do that. I think back to other jobs that I've done, something I can relate to. And there's, you know, there'll be something I can think, oh, that's how I did that one, so, you know, I can just do it this way, or, you know what I mean. It's always good to just have a go at everything. And also, you learn from getting it wrong. You know, making mistakes is how you learn, so. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, it's _Pollard. I'd probably say do, because I'm always posting things on there about what I'm up to and stuff. Just taking this photo now has shown that this clock's actually got a ding in it. That's no good, is it? Bastards. Couldn't see that before, I was too excited. So we are nearly there with this first bit of sanding. I don't know what kind of finish this edge is going to turn out. It's not really the best way of doing it. I wish I had like a metal brake, you know, get a perfectly clean line, but I don't know, I can always make some more. It's only a bit of thin sheet metal. Okay, so that is sufficiently keyed up. Now we can have a look at our filler. Which is dry already. And see what kind of finish. I think I'm going to have to redo this top one. Don't know, we'll see. What we need really is, I don't have any more 120 paper. Should be using a block really and doing it like that so it's flat. But let's give it a go, see what we get. There we go. Before the safety crew attack me. You probably can't hear me now. See if I can hold it like that. No. Oh, hey. Yeah, we've got some air holes there. but the profile of it is bang on. Just got some little pin bits. Try and show you without ruining the camera. There you go. See? Obviously we don't want that because that's going to show through. So I may just have to do another fine pass across there, I think. See how the other ones came out. I'm sure there's a reason why that is, so if anyone would like to share that, that would be fantastic. This, oh god, this one's even worse. Yeah. So we need more filler. Okay. I'm going to do that now. I won't expose you to it all again. Right, so we're pretty much ready to start laying some paint down on these. I've managed to, I gave the filler a second coat and managed to get it smooth enough now. So I went over it initially with 120 and then gave it a little bit of 600 just to smooth it right off, and now when I run my finger you can't tell the difference between the filler and the paint, so that's what we wanted. So I'm just going to paint these two bits for now, get the primer on them. This is where the idea starts to come, when you start getting the colour. I'm just going over it with a microfiber to get rid of any dust, and before I start painting I'm just going to wait, because you can see the dust in the air. There's only a little bit now, but obviously I was doing a messy job not very long ago, so that's why. Yeah, so what I'm going to use is, I've got this etch primer. That's what I used on the last one. It worked pretty well. There we go. So yeah, I'll probably give it 2 coats of this maybe. Don't know, see how it goes on. I may have to unplug the audio because my cable isn't going to reach. That'll do. 2 or nearly 3 coats of primer on. So I've got to let that harden before I start sanding it down. I'm just going to give it a quick once over with some 1000 grit just to make sure it's perfectly smooth before the black goes on, because the camera can't focus on it. Look at this though, How good is this? Where's the dent? Don't know. There was one, I think it was there, or it might have been that side. Who knows? Just going over it gently to smooth it down. Funny, isn't it? I talk like I know what I'm on about, but I sort of don't. I'm just going from my experience, really. This is what I did with the other bike, and it turned out pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. It actually works a lot better wet, this paper, but I don't know if I should wet it at this stage, seeing as I've not long painted. Don't know. This is working though. So the whole point of doing this is because, you know, if I apply paint to a rough surface, then it's never going to be smooth, is it? No matter what I do with it. So might as well make life as easy as possible. You can see the stickers through a little bit. That's not ideal. I didn't think this was sticker. I sanded it right down, and it just seemed like paint, like a transfer kind of thing. Don't know, we'll see. Happy the dents are out though. Definitely looks better. Oh yeah, you can really see that now, can't you? You see it on the camera. It's weird because you can't even feel that. I think I may need to give it another coat of primer, to be honest. Right then, we're a bit stuck now. Can't do anything with these tanks till that's cured properly, which is overnight. I can't do anything with the frame yet because that needs to be sandblasted. So the only thing I can really work on is the engine now. So I'm just going to make a start cleaning it up really. I'm going to be doing some painting on it, but first I'm just going to give it a once over and try and get all of this salt and paint corrosion off. So I've got a very fine wire brush. Now this is like, it's almost normal bristles, so it's not going to scratch it all up, but it's just going to take off the dusty crap basically. You don't really want to be sandblasting the engine, risk getting grit where it shouldn't be. So, but I imagine this is probably going to take me a little while, so I think we'll end the video here for today and check back in tomorrow. You don't really want to sit there and watch me brush this whole engine down, do you? So yeah, I think we'll call it a day there. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you all tomorrow.